So today we are going to start class with the benefits of operation management. To have some recap, what I'll be doing means some relationship with other functional areas as manufacturing and service operations will be available for each and every company, which is particularly need some creative and skilled workforce, strong distribution network, and ability to rapidly develop new products, quickly change the production output rates. A good operations manager will interface with other functions in order to explain the competencies of the organization. So what here happens means whenever you go for a operation managing, so we need to have a skilled labor. The people should be skilled. Otherwise, we are not going to get the creative things. So the people should be creative and they should have strong distribution network so that when we are going to produce the products, it should be sent to wholesalers, distributors, retailers, so that it reaches the customer. Then return on investment we are going to get. Otherwise, just we are going on producing the items, then when our cash will be coming back, it's very difficult. So here in this system model, the organizer identifies subsystems and subcomponents make up the organization, a business organization. So here, finance, marketing, accounting, personal engineering, purchasing, and physical distribution systems as functional subsystems. So in addition to the productions and operation system, the systems are not independent but are interrelated to one another. So here, production and operations have relations with the marketing and human resource and finance and MIS. So here, this marketing function, the marketing function to promote its product among the customers, which helps to obtain substantial sales order. They communicate to the production system, which is concerned with the management of physical resources for the production of item. Marketing may fail if the production does not fulfill the expectations of customer. So here, the people's voice, the people's expectations will be provided by the marketing people. So here what happens whenever we go for getting an order from the customers, we are going to have some communication with the customers, and this marketing department will be getting some expectations of the customers. Then they flow out this information to the production department so that the essence, the quality, parameters, expectations of the customers will be given by the marketing to the production system so that we are going to have a quality product which will be sold on the high demand by the retailers, because the people's expectations, if we are going to match, then sales will be higher. Example, I'm going to take the classical example of an company owner, how he uses the strategy. You know, everyone, Tata, we have Tata Group is a bigger group. So in that group, we had a car or a vehicle named in the name of a manager. So Tata has given a name of a manager to a vehicle and they have been successful in the market. So everyone asked why you have taken the name of that particular employee. So this particular manager, when we have lunchtime breaks, this person provided by the Tata Group, the lunch, and the whole mates, their workers, and their colleagues will be having a combined lunch. But this manager used to go away and he is going to miss the lunch every time. So the people want to know why this manager is missing for lunch every day. So one of the people, they went around and tried to find out why this particular manager is missing the lunch every day. So they could find out he is taking lunch in the opposite to the office in the dhaba where lorry owners, vehicle owners will be taking the lunch. So at lunchtime, he used to spend time with that vehicle owners and he will be speaking and inquiring about the problems they are facing with the Tata vehicles. And he gathered the information from that and he is to give to the research and development so that when they create the product, when they build the product, these expectations of that customers, their problems we would have been eliminated in that. So removal of that. By knowing this, Tata, Jamshed Tata, what he has done means he has named a vehicle called Tata Sumo. Tata is Tata brand we have Sumo. So that Sumo, Tata Sumo is named of an employee, Sumant Moolgokar. Sumant Moolgokar. SU he has taken, MO he has taken. Then he named Tata Sumo for the vehicle. So why I'm telling this classical example to you all is the employees, the marketing department will gather the information and they will be sharing with this production department. So they are going to see the relevant market feedback to the operation. So that is a relationship between the marketing and the production department. We have another relationship with another department like finance function provides authorization and control to all other subsystems to utilize money more effectively through a well-defined mechanism. So the financial managers take capital budgeting decision based on the production requirements and cash flow statements, and current asset management has to be examined in the light of production decisions. Make or buy or plant expansion of financial implications. The production may fail in the absence of working capital necessary to buy the raw materials for turning out the products. If the technology or the new product introduction is strategy, appropriate finance must be raised through an aggressive financing strategy. So here, the budgeting and a need for the finance, and we have got the orders from the customers, and we need to go for production. So we need money. 4Ms. Yesterday I was speaking of 4Ms. That is money, man, materials, and machines. So here, money is the first thing that is from the finance, that is the funds we need in order to set up a organization. So that money we need in order to produce the items also. The products and services, we need to have money. So this budgeting will be done by the finance department whenever we get an order from the customers through the marketing, then it will be shared to production department. Production department comes out with the estimation of how much funds they need in order to hire the people and maintenance of the machines, and they need the raw materials, how much that is will be prepared by the production department and given to finance. The finance, for instance, a just in time production system requires that accounting system and control system to be different from the traditional system, where machinery utilization and labor utilization will be emphasized. So here, emphasis will be more on labor, emphasis will be more on capital, emphasis will be more on technology, emphasis will be more on machinery utilization, effective utilization of man, machine, and materials we need to keep. So that is where we have a relationship between finance department and production department. Next, we will see another department which have a relation to the production department, human resource function. So human resource management, human resource functions or supporting function which plans and provides manpower to all the subsystems of the organization to be itself by formulating proper recruitment training programs. It also monitors the performance of employees for the better direction, promotion results. So here, as I said, four M's. In that one M is the man. Means here, woman in needs both the genders or the three genders. We need people in order to work. So if we want the how much of people to be recruited, how much to be trained, and they have to set up in order to clear that order. So the production department asks for the human resource department to submit how many persons they need and what type of skills they should have and how much the wages or salaries should be given to them. So that part will be taken from the human resource management. So in the production department, have, should have, must have the relation with the human resource management in order to reduce the attrition levels, in order to reduce this production blockade, breakage, or not meeting the standards, not meeting the delivery times. These only issues will be cleared if we have good relations with the human resource management. So normally, human resource management functions are recruiting, training, and they are going to motivate the people, and they are going to plan, and they are going to empower the people, they are going to formulate the schemes, and they will be keeping the production requirements in the mind. So human resource people must interact with the production people to understand the job analysis, job descriptions, job specifications. That's what I said. That what are the skills they need, what are the work they have to do, and what all they need to have that skill set. So here, this understanding level of analysis of job, descriptions of job, specifications of job, the evaluation of job is needed, and they need to share those things. So HR makes the company a preferred employee, thus attracting the best talent and keeping it. You would have seen in the recruitments, you would have seen in the drives, campus placement drives, or walk-in interviews, or in the notifications. Everywhere they are going to come out with some type of test, written test, or interview, or GD round, or they are going to have some set of rounds in order to pick up the right person for the right job. And the requirements and job specification description will be given to the candidate in order to see the best fit. So if you don't have that skill set, if you don't have that orientation, if you don't have that subject, then you are unfit for that particular job. So it becomes a Herculean task for the managers in order to manage that particular operations. Because example, A classical example every time I will be giving to my students in the class. If you are an a driver or a computer operator or a manager, if you don't have the skill set, if you don't have that particular skill, then you will not be performing anything on the computer. You will not be able to drive that particular vehicle. You are not going to manage any organization. So if you want to have a good atmosphere of success career, we need to get the people right person for the right job. So this job is done by the human resource management, wherein they are going to assess the capabilities of the people, and they are going to enhance their skills by giving the training so that they will be performing better. So production department should have relationship with human resource, and they should come out with human resource operations. They should come out with human resource functions in order to get the best fit people to work in that particular unit. Another important department or a system wherein they should be very involved and they should be have relation, that is management information system, MIS. So here in the production control, which takes inputs from the marketing information system and provide output to the purchase information system, MIS will receive information from all the departments of the organization and prepare a suitable reports and provide output reports to other departments. So the distributed processing environment and the growth, evolution of technology. So these MIS systems mostly they will be using ERP packages, enterprise resource planning, the systems in an organization which have direct impact on the operations. They'll be recording, they'll be taking up the report at times, and you would have seen in the smaller organization who cannot afford an ERP, a package for their organization, they can go with SAP tools, that is system applied products, wherein they can take a part of that particular operations and they can upgrade themselves. But this information is very important for production department, and not only for production department, for the entire organization. These MIS systems will providing the reports whenever they are going to be needed. They generate relevant information and make appropriate information available when needed. So the operation plans becomes the driver for all business planning, including recruiting, cash flows, and marketing promotions. With computer integrated manufacturing systems, IT plays a very important role. So in yesterday, the role of technology and the usage of technology in making the innovative products, getting an highly improved output from the existing input. The technology we need or we are using is the higher, should be higher, must be higher, provided the latest technology adoption should be there. The investment in this technology should be made in order to have a product differentiation. The research and development of a Tata Group. Just now I was taking the example of Tata Group. That inputs from the that manager Sumant Mulgokar. That inputs were very important for this R&D department in order to shape up their vehicles and to remove the obstacles or the ambiguities they are going to get while driving that particular vehicle. Because he was having lunch with those drivers and having a interaction with them to know the problem analysis, that is the problems they are facing with the Tata vehicles. And he used to gather that information and he is going to report to the R&D team. So here R&D means research and development. There should be a relationship with that R&D with the production units, because once we have that relation, then the innovative products and differentiated products we are going to get. Once we get an innovated and differentiated product in the market, the demand will rise. So ultimately, it is very powerful. It is very useful. So these R&D operations are beyond the point unless the R&D helps in process of capability improvements. Because smaller organizations, I think they never, or they are not unable, they are unable to afford for R&D. So mostly you would have seen the branded companies will having this R&D. Normally, typical departments in an organization are marketing, finance, HR. If it is a manufacturing organization, then production department exists. If it is a branded organization and if it is a global organization, if it is a world class organization or multinational company, then we'll be having R&D. Another department will be there. So with the R&D, they are going to produce innovative products and latest products, and which are very flexible and usable, and it is compatible for the consumers or customers. So this R&D, they will design the new processes, designing of new products that can be produced or work existing operation facilities, launching more new products, faster requirements, so tight integration between the design and the management functions. So here, I'll take an example. The Sony is a company which is going to take 6 months in order to develop the newer version newer. Because when their product is displayed in the world market in the Dubai, wherein we are going to see the all world class products will be available in the world market over there. And then these Chinese, the companies, they are going to have benchmarking. They are going to take these products and they are going to come out with new products within no time with the lowest cost, lowest compatibility, and highly attractive. And when it fails, we don't know. There is no guarantee for that products, but they are going to make the similar product which is like a branded. So Sony wants to overcome this by frequently changing the product designs, coming out with innovative designs. So not giving much time for the competitors to think about that. Even the Apple products you would have seen, they are differentiated products and they have luxury products too, wherein every time the demand exists. So here, innovativeness and new designs, this is the part of R&D. This research and development department takes these activities and they will be sharing with the production so that we will be getting innovative products in the market. In addition to this, process development and engineering technology is responsible for the production method necessary to make the products. So recently we would have seen business process re-engineering. The products are re-engineered because once the R&D submits the design and once it will move in the market, the marketing department is going to come out with the feedback of that particular product. So if there is a necessary to redesign, re-engineer the product, so it is always welcome. So they are going to invite those feedbacks and they will be taking into consideration and they will be doing that. So let me quote an example. The MNCs, multinational companies and automotive companies and this personal computers or notepads or laptops making companies, whenever they find any problem, example, the Sony had a problem with the laptops. As soon as the system cross 3 hours, then battery gets heated up and there was a problem with the battery. So they have recalled all the products and they are rectified and they have given. Once Toyota company, they could find there is a problem in the braking pedal. And they called for all the that particular version vehicles back to the company and they have rectified that problem. They have said. So that is the concern they will be having, and that is the way the company has to do, and they are going to have that branding image, and they will be getting that more and more customers will be very loyal to that. So this happens when R&D and the marketing department, the same time human resource department with additional MIS department. This all, if they collectively, integratedly, if the work will go on, then the success will be there. So the success lies in the integration of the department, flowing of communication, and exchange of information, and the accepting of information, accepting the new things, and being very broad in knowing the things, and being very curious to get the things. So this all activities makes an organization a loving organization. So with this, another additional department like logistic department also plays a vital role in production because the material inside and outside the factory, the movement of vehicles and the storage, distribution and other support, this manufacturing providing, this happens with the logistics. So this approach emphasizes cross-functional thinking and relates it to the context overall activities of an organization. Operation management measures the effectiveness of people, process, and technology so that an enterprise can perform better, faster, and with greater productivity. So here, not just production, but productivity, we are going to concentrate more. Because this logistic department provides customers with products and services and support corporate strategies by working with marketing, finance, human resource, and R&D areas. So this wasn't just pitching out for the benefits of operation management. The success lies in operation management when it is going to work with or take support from the allied departments like marketing, finance, human resources, logistics, MIS, and we have R&D too. Then the success will be there. So important often operation management is to have effective on the profitability. Any kind of organization, small or large, manufacturer or service, public or private, profit or non-profit, no business can hope success without operation management. So that is the significance of the operation management. So operation management deals with the product service development function to maintain speed, cost, quality, flexibility of the product or service. So the customer relationship management provides the best quality service to the customers in order to satisfy their demand. So the competitive advantage of companies is highly talked about these days. It is believed that a firm strong in competitive advantage well prone to succeed. So here, whatever may be the constraints or restraints, firm look to production and operation functions to achieve the competitive advantage. So these lines make you aware that the significance of operation management. So if operation management is not there, then you cannot have any competitive advantage. So in the extra days class, we had some information about the production and planning and control we have spoke. So here some areas following areas are shorter new product lead time, more inventory turns, manufacturer lead times, higher quality, greater flexibility, better customer service, reduced wastage. So here these are the main things this operations and production management will be concentrating more, like wastages, customer service, flexibility, quality, inventory. So this is the main objective of this operations and management. So now we'll see the benefits of effective operations management. If you are going to maintain in the effective manner, what happens? Performance will increase and storage of your stock stagnant, unsold stock will not be there. If you are going to have good operation management, then the stock will be distributed and it will be reaching the customers so that we will be having less inventory. So reduce the time to market, increased flexibility, quality improvement will be there if you are going to manage well this production and operations. Improved communication, reduced support costs, production when it has to happen. So what is happening here means the production without production we cannot do sales. So there will be two types of activities the services will be doing. They will be having the finished goods and they will be involved in distribution those items. But here, manufacturing people, they will be getting the raw materials and they will be converting into finished goods. Then they will be sending to the customer through the intermediaries, that is the distribution channel. So if you are going to manage well, these all things are going to happen. So the best part is the role of scientific methods in operation management. So if you are going to adapt these scientific methods, then this operation management will be successful. So these are some methods and techniques of scientific management which play a vital role in making these logical decisions in the context of production and operations. So the role of industrial engineering. So industrial engineering, which is the integrated system, which integrates men, materials, and machines, helps the production system tremendously. So this engineering is concerned with designing, improvement, installations of integrated systems. It draws upon specialized knowledge and skills in mathematical, physical, and social sciences together with principles. It can therefore be industrial engineers or designers of management systems. So this is one type of technique, that is industrial engineering will be used in production. So here we have some mathematical models normally which will be used for controlling or coming out with some decision making in the production system. So the model provides the cause and effect relationship. So this is the main thing while we are going to take decisions. So we have different types of decisions a manager has to take. But in production, mainly, if you want to take any decisions, compulsory we have to use this technique called cause and effect relationship. So if you have some problem breakdown in the machine, then we have to find what has made the machine to break down. So try to find the facts, find the cause of that breakdown. So if you are going to find the cause, then we can apply some repair or something to that particular part, then the machine is going to run. If you are going to apply that solution to the effect, then the machine doesn't work. If it is not working, then we have to find the cause. So cause and effect. But mostly managers are in a hurry, or untrained managers, or novice, or the new managers, they will be working on effect. So it will be end up in the mismanagement. So here the technique is cause and effect. For every cause, there will be an effect. So try to find the cause, try to work on it, then the problem will be solved. So this model says that mathematical model which says that it will be acting upon the cause, then the best and successive solution will be coming out and that problem will be solved. So there are large number of model techniques developed by the subject called operations research. In our management, we have operation research. So this operations research will help the mathematical conceptualization of many decision making problems relevant to the production and operations management. Some are very versatile, some are powerful techniques like LPP, linear programming problem, that we are going to say maximization or minimization using a mathematical formula. We are going to make the decision. And we have queuing theory, and we have transportation problem, assignment problems, and PERT, program evaluation review technique PERT, critical path method CPM, and simulation models we have, and other statistical techniques like central tendencies, sampling, quality control, using the control charts. So these are the techniques in the mathematical models which will be very helpful in the production and operation management. So in this lecture, we have seen some models. Scientific model, that is one industrial engineering. Second one is mathematical model. In mathematical models, one is cause and effect relationship technique. Another is operation research, which is a subject which deals with LPP, linear programming problem, transportation problem, assignment problem, traveling salesman problem, critical path method, program evaluation review technique. We have Gantt chart in that. Central tendency we are going to measure. So these mathematical models which are useful for the operation management. Next, we'll see the role of computers in operation management. As you know that without computer, we cannot have a perfect work, though manually done, though with the machines. But once the computers entered into the market, there was a drastic and commendable changes have come in the market. So this computer became very efficient tool in problem solving and calculation and alternatives. A big size linear programming simulation problem can be efficiently solved on computers due to fast developments, computing facilities and application softwares. Many OR models can be implemented via computers. Computers also have tremendous role in management information systems to provide useful, relevant, and timely information for the planning, monitoring, and control of production systems. So, cyber network, computer-based production systems. Yesterday, I was taking an example of CAD, computer-aided designing, wherein in computer we are going to design, then we are going to apply. You would have seen the simple thing, the radium cutters, in the name cutters, that is the numbers. A printer will be there, radium will be attached through computers. They are going to give input, then you will get an output that on the printer, that is the plotter, this radium will be cut down. Then we are going to use that. So that is making out the numbers, names, nameplates. They are doing in that using computers. That is a very simple. Even the Mangam works, you would have seen designing the apparel, designing the clothes. The computers are involved. They are going to have a design over there, and there it will be stitching. So in manufacturing of the products also, the computers, in the computers, the product will be designed, and then It will be sent to that machine, and machine will be producing that. You can see YouTube's using the CAD, computer aided designing, computer integrated manufacturing. Then you are going to see in that YouTube that how a computer is used in order to manufacture that particular product. So computer based production systems with cybernetic control have also come in vogue. So last but not least, we have the role of behavioral science in operation management. You have seen in operations management or any work in an organization, it deals with the people. Understanding of human behavior is very important so that the managers can evaluate the consequences of their actions on human relations, morale, motivation, and productivity. So, supervisor and relations with the subordinates, organization structures, individual and group behavior, working habits, attitudes, incentives, participants, decision making, performance, appraisal systems have an impact on worker morale. So, you would have seen people will be coming down to an organization or to the production department to work. After a few days of work, they get bored and they don't have any motivation towards their work. So it becomes very challenging for the manager to motivate them. We have some motivation techniques. Some they will be using financial motivation. Some others will be using the non-financial motivations. If he is unskilled and if he is experienced, then his positions will be high rated, or there will be some incentives will be given to them. That is the financial motivation. So this motivation plays a vital role in the behavior of working people. The welfare schemes makes them very secured in and being in the organization, providing the safety kits or gloves, helmet, provision of uniform, or the shoe, are providing some tools to them. It increases the morale of that particular work. Not only financial, non-financial motivation also plays a vital role in increasing the morale of the worker. In the recent days, worker participations in management have started. Parent teachers association has been started. Employee and employer clubs have been started. Recreation clubs has been started. And community visits have been started. Exchange of gifts among the employees have been started. These are all make the employee increase their morale and bind towards the organization. Even the canteens play a vital role in an organization, because there we are going to see some individual behaviors and group behaviors, and you can find some quality circles also will be formed informally when they get interacted, and the management uses those quality circles in order to have high production or meet the management standards. So this is group dynamics, the group behavior, how mob will behave, a manager should know, and how to control that mob behavior. You would have seen some situations in an organizations like lockouts, buns, boycotts, how to handle those things, and how to formulate some policies to make these people more responsible towards our organization. So the behavioral science compulsory should exist. Nowadays, we would have seen even in the part of our life, quality work life has started, work life balancing has started, and the people have facing some challenges like how to balance the personal life and professional life has been started. And you would have seen a motivational speeches, arrangement of get-togethers. These all things in order to make the people come out of that individual selfish behavior to have a broad behavior to exchange, interact with the people, because one mind is better than the two. When the people start conversing, when the people get together, and one mind is better than two, when they discuss about problem solving, and when they go out for creating alternatives, they will get more n number of alternatives, and that becomes the problem becomes very smaller, because so many alternatives will be coming so that the problem will be solved. So behavioral science nowadays it is playing very high in organizations in order to have their actions on human relations, morals, motivation, and productivity. So behavioral science provides us some insights on these aspects and therefore has a role to play in production and operations management, because there we are going to deal with varieties of people's levels of management the peoples will be working. Then dealing with the people becomes very challenging if manager is not using some management techniques. So if he doesn't understand the human behavior or work habits, attitudes, how to solve this, and how much impact will be there on the worker morals or on the productivity. So we have some models, Hudson and Bletch model. In further in management, we will be learning about these models. We need to know, we want to motivate the people towards the work, and we need to make them how to balance personal and professional life. So these are the part of understandings. So there where this behavior science play a role. So this operation management system, yesterday we have seen some definitions. So wherein a system will be there, we need to understand the system and we have to work on that. So what is meant by a system? What it does? A system, we can define it as purposeful collection of people, objects, and procedures for operation within an environment is called a system. Thus, every organization can be represented as a system, consists of interacting subsystems will be there. The feature of every system or that these inputs and outputs will be there. The basic process of a system converts the resource inputs into the some useful form of outputs, of course, depending upon the efficiency of conversion process. We may have usage of technology, high technology, and at times we can see the undesirable outputs which come out of this outputs like pollution, scrap, wastage, rejections, even injuries to the humans who work or the employees or the laborers who work, or they will be hospitalized, or at times they will be losing their lives. So we can call the subsystem as a production system. The main system is our organization. In an organization, we treat this department, production department, as subsystems. So input to the system, if you start understanding this production department or production system model, in which we have inputs. What may be the inputs normally? Land, labor, material, environment, legal things, political things, social, economic, technological. And if you consider market, competition will be the input, production information, customer desires may be the input, that is expectations. So normally when you think of customer expectations, every organization, every seller want to exceed or meet the expectations of the customers. So that will be the input to us, expectations or desires. So primary resources, materials, supplies, personal capital asset, money, utilities, these are all inputs. So conversion subsystem, how it gets conversion. What is that mechanism? That is manufacturing, mining, transportation, retailing services, warehousing, or insurance, finance, utilities, real estate, government services also will be there. So conversion systems, in that we have these all things. What will make the output? The output will be goods and services. So one thing you need to remember is in a production system, various inputs will be there, different types of inputs will be there, different types of mechanism, machines, and processes, procedures, methods will be there in order to convert these inputs into output. What is the final output here in the production department? That is the products and services. So here in the next class, that is tomorrow, I'll be showing the system models, structure of operation management department, how it looks, and we'll be discussing the role of responsibilities of operation managers. So how this role of manager emerges, the link between operation management and strategic planning. Finally, tomorrow we'll close that session regarding the decision making areas in operation management. So different decisions we are going to take, different types of decisions. What are the decisions are taken in the operation management? So that a typical manager will be having a challenging role in taking the decisions. So I hope you have got some idea about having the importance role of operations management and how it is integrated with other departments, and what are the benefits of operation management or a department, how a system is organized. So Rohit and Shravan, you can respond if you have any things to say.
Hi, sir.
Hi. Yesterday we had
Mhm.
five people, I think, no?
Yes, sir. But today there is no one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So tomorrow we'll have PPT because this my laptop has started rebooting itself. Some updates are going on, so I have rushed for the class. So tomorrow we'll be seeing these department structures so that easily we can see the levels in that subsystems.
Okay. Okay.
Sure, definitely, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay then. Thank you. We call it as a day,
Thanks.
right?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Bye.
Right.